get started. Take off your socks. Get a sweater on or a shawl on if it's chilly. Find your way to seated. Yeah, I'm muting you all now. Remember, if you don't want me to see you, turn your video off. If you're happy with me seeing you, leave it on. I do love to see you. I'm going to switch it to gallery view. Just a note, my sister is not here today. So if you're doing the more vigorous standing variations, maybe follow Karina, who looks like, can you wave, Karina? Yeah, Karina usually does the standing stuff, so you can follow her, but I'll do a little more standing stuff today as well, just because Lara isn't here. She's in a meeting. So, welcome. It's sunny here in Vancouver. We've had the very best isolation weather there possibly is. I know you're waiting on the East Coast for it to get a little warmer, but I'm happy we're going into summer with all this. Let your shoulders sink towards the floor. Hello. I set up a spot for you, but I'm happy for you to be here too. Oh. Yeah, close your eyes. Let your breath ripple through you. And just take the next few breaths to congratulate yourself for showing up today. I'm getting a lot of feedback from people that say they really love the schedule or the fact that it gives their days some structure to show up at the same time every day for something. Some people are coming 3 times a week. Some people are coming once a week. It's perfect. Again, remember, please, to share this with anyone that you think needs it or could benefit from it. And if you're not sure how to share, you can just contact me, direct message me in Facebook. Deepen your breath now. Still keeping it very soft. Let your breath be the vehicle to arrive in your body. This is always different at different times of day, which is so interesting with all of our different time zones. I feel like this work is easier to do in the morning. It's more difficult to do in the middle of the day, and for me it's basically impossible to do at night. Unless I'm in front of a class, it seems to work. But I'm working on all those things, all those times. And this is the work. Let your exhale in particular bring you inside. Come to notice, to train yourself, to educate yourself, the difference between outside world and inside world. A lot of us don't really understand this idea of what is outside of us and what is inside of us. Notice your skin now as your boundary. And then going in one layer, notice your fat layer. You have a little adipose tissue layer. And then the layers of fascia and muscle. And then the layers of bone. Some people think of the bone as foundation. I think of them as another layer. So notice the part of your body or what you inhabit in your body, and let the breath move that. Embody like a balloon. Feel the edges of your boundary where your skin and your clothes meet the air. And now just notice how as you inhale, the room becomes part of you. And as you exhale, you become part of the room. There are many ways in which our boundaries are transgressed or changed or become permeable, porous in our lives, and breathing is one of them. Eating is another one. We take the outside world into us. Seeing and hearing, we take information into our own bodies. And see if you can pull everything inside now, away from everything outside, just deep inside. Take a real awareness breath. Feel all your body. Now begin to deepen your breath. Let's practice a new breath today. Let's learn Nadi Shodhana, alternate nostril breathing. I'll teach you, you can open your eyes now. I'll teach you my favorite variation, which is the two thumbs. So take your right thumb to your right nostril and just gently close it. You're just leaning your thumb on the tissue of your nose. You're just bringing the tissue of your nostril to the tissue of whatever that is. Dad would know, whatever that is in the middle of your nose. Just closing them gently and exhale through your left nostril. Now inhale through your left nostril. Now gently switch fingers and nostrils. Close your left nostril and exhale through your right. Inhale through your right. Switch fingers, exhale. Inhale. Switch fingers, exhale. Inhale. Keep going on your own rhythm, exhaling and inhaling completely through one nostril before switching. If you like, you can use the mantra exhale inside your head. Exhale, exhale. Inhale, inhale. You can just say those words gently to yourself, silently. Exhale, inhale. Keep going. The benefits of this breath are that it brings you to center. It really brings you to the center of your body. You may notice one nostril closed, more closed than the other. You may notice you have more difficulty on one side than the other. If you are experiencing that, and it's just kind of minor, you can stay on that side for a while and breathe in and out through that side. If it's really blocked, you'll have to blow your nose or practice some other breath technique where you can breathe through your mouth if you have a cold. Take a few more rounds of this breath. Very calming breath this is. I've taught this to people all around the world, lots of different professions, especially lawyers seem to gravitate towards this breath. I know lots of people that go into the bathroom and do this before meetings. It's very, very calming, very centering, makes you very grounded. It's called Nadi Shodhana, or alternate nostril breath. When you're done, release your hands. Just take a few breaths. Just bring your breath now to both nostrils and notice the difference. One of the advantages to this breath, or one of the benefits, is that it does make you more aware of your breath. So notice now any differences in your breath. Do you feel more freshness? Do you feel more swirling sensation under your sinuses? This breath is very calming, so you may feel already like your heart rate is slowing a little bit. Or also, sometimes with breath work, your heart rate speeds up because you don't get enough air. So try and make up for that now with some normal breaths. And as I always say during the breath work, if you ever feel dizzy during any breath work, just stop, return your breath to normal, and then join us later if you want. Last big breath, and let's really increase the volume of our breath here before we start with our cat-cows today. So really inhale deeply through your nose. Hold for a few counts. And then exhale again deeply. Let's exhale through our mouths. Hold. When you're completely empty, just hold. Use your belly muscles to hold, and then inhale through your nose. Get completely as full as you can, hold for a count or two, and then exhale through your mouth. Beautiful work, everybody. I can see everyone's jaws look very relaxed. Inhale. Hold. Exhale through your mouth. If you want to, you can make a ha sound on the exhale or a sh sound as we practiced. Inhale through your nose. And exhale. Let's gently start our cat-cow. Bring your hands to your knees. Inhale, your chest forward. Take a big, deep inhale through your nose and hold. And then when you're ready, this is on your own time. Exhale through your mouth. Come back into cat pose. Round your spine. Hold. Inhale forward, ripple forward. We're working every day towards getting more flexibility in between the vertebrae. Hold when you're in, and then exhale, big, long release. Round your spine. Push your chin into your chest. And then unfold, ripple through your body. Hold. And exhale. And let's take it into side stretch right away using that same breath pattern. Exhale down through your mouth. Hold. Inhale up. Hold. Bring both hands to touch. Exhale, bend the other side. Exhale fully through your mouth. Hold. Inhale up. Both hands come up. Hold. Exhale, deep stretch. Through your mouth, exhale. Go deeper, a little deeper on this side. In, hold a little bit, and then come up to center. Let your arm follow your inhale, and then hold. And then exhale, long, slow exhale. Big side stretch. Only get to the base of the stretch, the very bottom of the stretch, at the bottom of your breath. And then hold. And then start your inhale. Hand up, hold. Exhale. Through your mouth. Full side stretch. Go as far as you can. Hold. Inhale up. We're slowing down the movements. Hold. And exhale, other side. We'll do 2 more. Hold. Deep stretch. Inhale up. Hold. Last one. Exhale. Long, slow exhale. Breath control. Control with your diaphragm. Slow exhale through your mouth to the full stretch. Hold. Inhale back up. And now put your hands on the chair behind you or on your bum, wherever makes sense. Bring your elbows towards each other and inhale, open your chest, big back bend, open and hold. Take a few breaths. In through your nose, out through your mouth. Squeeze your shoulder blades together, squeeze your elbows together. 2 more breaths, big inhale. Exhale, squeeze. 1 more, you can hold it. Push hard with your hands, push your elbows together, inhale. Exhale, push your elbows together even harder, last exhale. Return to center, release your shoulders. Bring your shoulders in front of you to give them a nice stretch. 1 arm and then the other. Let's take a forward fold. Inhale overhead. If you're sitting on the ground, extend your legs, or you can keep them crossed if you like. Exhale, fold. Take an inhale through your nose. Hold for a count. And then deep exhale through your mouth. Really slowing everything down here. Find your full stretch. Hold. Take a deep inhale and forward fold. Hold. Exhale, long, slow exhale. Go even further into the stretch. Come on up. Reverse swan dive your way up. And exhale. Neutral position. Let's go straight into our sun salute to get moving, and then we're going to go into a couple of new shoulder poses. So if you're standing, stand up, follow Karina. If you're doing the standing versions, inhale your arms overhead. Exhale, swan dive. Remember those long breaths we were just taking. You can do the same thing. Exhale through your nose into the full pose. Sorry, exhale with your mouth. Inhale through your nose. Half lift. Exhale through your mouth. Long and slow and controlled. Inhale your right knee back or in. And squeeze, exhale. Big inhale. Exhale, downward facing dog or neutral sitting pose. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra, or cow pose. Bring your chest forward. Exhale through your mouth, downward facing dog, cat pose. Inhale, right foot comes forward, your left leg comes in, into your chest, and exhale. Yeah, your right foot goes forward to give you a lunge on the other side. Big exhale, big inhale together. And exhale, swan dive forward. Remember, we're exhaling through the mouth today. If you don't like that, inhale, exhale through your nose, just as usual. Inhale. Exhale, swan dive. Make these movements big just to match your breath. Reverse swan dive up. And exhale, neutral pose, whatever that looks like for you. Other side. Beautiful, Kara. Inhale, overhead. Exhale, swan dive. Make this an exaggerated breath. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Removing the left leg on this side. Inhale, left knee into your chest. Or step it forward. Exhale, down into the lunge or pull. Take a big inhale, pull hard. Exhale, downward facing dog or neutral pose. Put your hands on your knees if you're seated and pull your chest forward. Big inhale, upward facing dog. And exhale, cat pose, downward facing dog. Left knee comes in, or forward, and squeeze. I think I screwed that up. Right knee comes in. Exhale, squeeze. Big inhale, squeeze hard, round your spine here. Bring your knee towards your forehead. And then exhale, forward fold. Inhale, long spine. Make this the longest spine of the practice. Exhale, fold. Go deep. Exhale through your mouth. Inhale through your nose. Find your large lung capacity. Scoop your arms up. Bring your chest up towards the ceiling. And exhale, neutral. Let's try that again, both sides. I'll try not to screw up the legs this time. Inhale, overhead. We'll go a little faster. Exhale, swan dive. Inhale, long spine. Exhale, fold. Inhale, right leg in or back. Exhale, squeeze your forehead towards your knee. Big inhale. Exhale, neutral or downward facing dog. Put your hands on your knees, ready to pull. Inhale, chest forward. Knee comes into your chest. Give it a big squeeze. Bring your forehead towards your knee. Take a deep inhale through your nose. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, long spine. Exhale, ripple forward like water. Inhale, up. Exhale, neutral. Let's do the other side. Left leg moves this time. Inhale, overhead. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, long spine. Exhale, fold. Inhale, left leg back or into your chest. Exhale, sink into the lunge or pull your forehead towards your knee. Big inhale together. Exhale, neutral pose or downward facing dog. Big inhale, cow pose. Bring your chest forward, upward facing dog pose on the floor. Exhale, cat pose. Push your chin into your chest. Inhale, left foot comes forward if you're standing, right knee comes in if you're sitting. Deep inhale, and then exhale, sink into your lunge or sink your forehead towards your knee. Big inhale. Last forward fold. Extend your legs if you're on the chair. If you're standing, step forward. Exhale, fold. Inhale. Last half lift. Make it count. Use your abs. Use your intercostals. And then exhale, forward fold. Ripple forward. Inhale all the way up to Tadasana. Mountain pose. Exhale, neutral. If you're standing, bring your hands to your bum. If you're standing and you think you can do this one standing up, come to standing, hip, feet, foot, hip width apart, feet, hip width apart. If you're on the chair, just bring your hands to the chair behind you or onto your bum. Same thing as we did at the beginning. Pull your elbows towards each other. If you're standing, this is a back bend. Tense up your butt muscles. Push into your butt. Lift your chest towards the ceiling and take a few breaths. Inhale through your nose, exhale through your mouth. You can see how my arms are shaking. I'm pushing my elbows, my inner elbows so close, so much towards each other. My arms are shaking here. Last breath. I don't have sensation in my low back because I'm pushing so hard on my bum. And I'm lifting my chest so hard. I'm using my abdominal muscles, and then we're gonna forward fold here. So swan dive, down we go, exhale. Take a few breaths and forward fold. If you're standing, you can play with the forward fold. You can find some different positions. Grab onto your big toes if you like. Give your knees a little bend. Take one more breath. Nice variation, Sasha. One more breath. Gently release and come up to seated or standing. We're going to take a twist now. If you're standing, you can take eagle pose. But we're just going to take a twist here on the couch. Inhale, overhead. Twist left. Grab onto the couch, your knees, whatever. On the inhale, imagine I've got my shin against your spine. On the inhale, use your arm muscles on the couch and on your legs to really grow your spine. Bring the top of your head towards your ceiling and then exhale, twist. Take one more deep inhale and exhale. And then come back to center. Notice your spine, nice and long, and you're turning around your spine. Beautiful. I see a couple of people taking eagle because they're standing. You can come out now. Get ready for the other side. Inhale, overhead. Exhale, twist in the other direction. Same thing though. Hands are strong and solid on your chair, strong and solid on your knee, and twist. And then imagine my hands on the top of your head. And on the inhale, you're pushing into my hand. And on the exhale, you use your own muscles to twist. Use your own abs, your own arm muscles. Twist around. One last breath. Big inhale. And release. Come through center. Shake it out. Release your standing pose. I'm going to do another twist here. If you want to do this, you probably want to, I don't know what you can do. Oh, standing, you know how to do standing? I'll demonstrate it. We're going to do a standing twist here, or a seated twist here. So I'll show the seated version first. Inhale, overhead. I know you know this, Kara, but it's hard for me to describe it. Inhale up, and then exhale, twist, and reach your hand. Let's do your right hand first. Put it between your legs. Reach your left hand towards the sky. You know this one? In a lunge, guys. And reach your right hand towards the floor and your left hand towards the sky. If that's too much, you can grab onto one leg and lift your left hand towards the sky. If you're standing, this pose is done in a twist. It's this one. Lots of you know this one. Yeah, that's it, Kara. Or you can bring your hand to the floor. Take a few more breaths here in this big twist. Right hand is down. I'm kind of using my right elbow on my right knee. I'm kind of pushing my body open. You can bring your gaze up towards your fingertips. If it's too much to reach your hand up, your left hand can be on your shoulder. One more breath. Release the twist. Release your twist if you're in lunge. Take a breath. If you're doing the lunge pose, step your other foot forward. Twist around. If you're back on the couch, inhale your arms overhead. And exhale, your left arm comes down between your legs. It's totally possible to do this seated as well. Sasha's doing it seated. You just don't have the ability to reach your hand down to the floor. You can still grab onto your leg and reach your right arm towards the ceiling. Let your eyes go up there. Take a few breaths. Big long twist in your spine. One more inhale. One exhale. Come back to center. If you're standing, come back to Tadasana, mountain pose. Inhale your hands overhead. And we've done this lots on the couch. If you're standing, bring your legs. I don't know if it's easier to do with your legs apart or together. You can decide. I'll give a variation for legs together today. So we've done this a lot. I call it pendulum. Just little pendulums from side to side. And this is one of those poses that nobody gets to graduate to the long hold until they know they're doing this with their belly muscles. So make sure that this is being done with your belly muscles and not your back, especially if you're standing. Little tiny pendulums side to side. All the action, there's stretching going on here in the side body, but all the muscular action is taking place in the core. So last time, and if you feel like you're nice and solid in the core, you can come over to one side and take a hold. My feet are together if you're on the floor, if you're standing up. And then you can release the inside leg if you want a little balancing pose. Take a few breaths. If you're on the couch here, you can even take your gaze a little bit up to the ceiling. Take a breath. And then come back to center. Take a rest. Bend your elbows, round your spine. And then come back up. Hands push up towards the ceiling and go to the other side and hold. Lots of work going on in the abs here. Remember, if you're seated, you can take your gaze up to the ceiling a tiny bit. You can even look at the inside of your arm. And if you're standing, that inside arm or that inside foot, the foot that's on the same side as your hands are going towards, can come off the floor for a little star balance. Gently come back up to center. Bend your knees if you're standing. Bend your elbows, everybody. Extend your legs in front of you if you want to, and exhale, forward fold. Take a breath, resting pose. Come on up, we're gonna try puppy pose. If you're standing, go forward, come into downward facing dog, and then down into child's pose. If you're on the couch, find child's pose here, which is a forward fold. You're probably, if you're on the couch, you're gonna want a pillow for this. If you're on the floor, bring your elbows to the floor. So you bring your elbows to the floor, and then you can lift your bum up in the air and get a nice stretch in your triceps. If you're on the couch, not so easy unless you have another chair in front of you. You can extend your arms in front of you. And the other version you can do on the couch, sorry, I'm gonna turn my butt to you. Actually, I'll do it here on this sofa. You can come down onto the floor. Make sure you pad your knees, maybe with a pillow. And bring your elbows to the couch. And get a nice stretch this way. So whatever variation you choose, this is half puppy pose. Take one more breath here. Release and come up. And now another shoulder stretch. If you're on the couch, reach behind you, or you're on a chair, reach behind you for the back of the chair. Squiggle your fingers towards each other. If you're on the floor, bring your hands towards each other. I'll do it backwards. Bring your hands towards each other and then move your bum away from your hands. So really lean your hands into the floor and then move your bum away from them. If you're on the chair, bring your hands towards each other and then finally lift your chest towards the ceiling. Everybody lift your chest. Kara's actually doing a really nice variation here. She's like this, but she's got her hands on the coffee table. And then she's moving her bum away from her hand. That's another option. Let your breath go into your shoulder heads, your rotator cuffs. Deepen your breath. Soften everything. Soften your shoulders. Soften your belly. Soften everything. One more breath. Begin to release your arms forward, and let's take that nice stretch again where you bring one elbow in front of your body. But this time, wrap your body around, come into a twist as well. Really pull on your elbow, twist around, and then other side, twist around. Gently come back to center, neutral pose. Bring your hands to your legs. If you'd like to move back in your chair for relaxation, please do that. If you're standing up, come back into Shavasana, lying on the floor. No matter where you are, whether you're lying down or sitting up, windshield wiper your toes towards each other and away from each other. My toes are going in and out and in and out. Sometimes this is more effective if you're on the edge of your chair. Remember when we did this? It's called windshield wipering. And then just come to stillness. Soften your feet. Feel each toe on the floor. Feel your heel or your ankles on the floor, nice and heavy. Feel the heaviness of your shin bones. So much going on in there, these big bones that hold us up. Tibia and fibula, such reliable bones, such an amazing system that holds our body up. Bring softness to your knees now. Soften the area behind your knees. If it helps, if you're sitting up, you can even tap on that area to remind yourself to soften. Soften your hips. So much happening there in your hips. Let everything be soft. Connective tissue, muscles, bone. And let it puddle. Let it puddle on the floor. Let it puddle on your chair. And your torso now, widen your torso wide open. Let your shoulders come back. Imagine those shoulder heads, very heavy, moving back towards the floor or towards the back of your couch or chair. Soften all the way up your spine, as if I'm running my fingers up your spine, one vertebra at a time. Soften, 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 as if I'm climbing a ladder. All the way up to the back of your neck. Exhale, soften your neck. With your next exhale, soften everything in your head. Make your head heavy. Notice the beating of your heart. Swallow gently. Release your throat. And now begin to pull the air in a little more deeply. Coming back again into that sense of awareness of what is outside our body and what is inside. As we begin to open up those boundaries, open your ears, open your sense of smell, open your sense of sound. Let sound come in from the room around you. Notice the temperature on your skin. Notice the touch of clothing on your skin. Butter. Gently. Smile a little. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining me today. I hope that you're able to get out into the sun and do a little bit of exercise, maybe some running or biking, or maybe you have a treadmill if you're on the coast. Thanks so much. Thank you. You're welcome. I'm going to let you back in.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Have a productive afternoon.
Thank you, Nikki. See you tomorrow.
Bye.
See you tomorrow.
Thank you so much.
Preciosa. Ciao, Preciosa.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Preciosa, Miki. Hola, hermanita.
Hola.